Hey, this is The Good, the Bad, and the Wrestling, a Tony James podcast. And as always, the bells of justice are ringing. This is a add-on from the first episode that I posted for Season 3. So, the episode that was just posted talking about Netflix, that short little thing about AEW and the new Netflix era. This is an add-on because I watched some of the post-conference and all of it blowing up on social media, which just proves my point. So please go back and listen to Season 3, Episode 1, the Netflix era. It's the first one that's been posted for the 2025 season. And we're going to add this. So what you're seeing is a picture of Triple H. He's holding his head in disgust, and he doesn't know what's going on. And he's frustrated. Of course, it's a meme. It's no big deal. And so it says, and this, of course, is dirtsheets.net, and this is what the feedback has been since the show aired. So the first thing you see, other than the Triple H intro, is The Rock coming out waving a title belt. If you're a new viewer, this is completely presenting Dwayne as the focus of the company instead of any champion. So this past 6 weeks, first Rock is rumored to not be at Mania. Then he comments on Instagram to not believe everything we see. Then he shows up at Bad Blood and looks pissed at Cody and Roman. And now he's chill with Cody despite saying he wants him when he's back. And also chill with Roman, meaning he actually isn't at Mania. And then, of course, the meme here says me watching The Rock kill almost an entire year's worth of storyline with one appearance on Raw. So the reason I post that, if you're paying attention to what was said by Triple H, this doesn't bother Triple H because it's about branding. It's not about the characters or the storyline. He said, and I'm going to show you what he talked about in his post-conference that leads me to this. If you didn't know what he said in the post-conference for the Netflix show, then you would be like, holy crap, Triple H worked his butt off and Rock came out and played babyface. Now, as you know, he showed up at NXT. The fans gave him crap for it, and he said, oh, no, The Rock knows. Be patient and enjoy the ride. If you remember, if you believe all the marks and all the rumors, the reason Cody got his title shot when Rock stepped in was because the fans complained, and The Rock had to switcheroo there. And now, of course, what do you got here? You got the same thing going on. Rock grandstanding as a face and killing everything people followed. But it doesn't matter, because what I'm about to tell you, the reason for this short podcast is what I'm about to tell you. But before I do, go to Spotify. Check me out at The Good, the Bad, and the Wrestling, a Tony James podcast. Check me out on YouTube. The Good, the Bad, and the Wrestling, a Tony James podcast. And check me out on Facebook at GBW Podcast. Like, subscribe, follow. Now, let's get down to brass tacks. So, this is a quote. They're asking Triple H at the post-conference about the entrance package and some other things. The reaction seems like we did a good job with it. That was the intent, to capture the emotion and let people know we're not hiding what we do. I saw a lot of chatter today from people saying, oh my God, they said heel and face and shoot and work in one promo. We're not hiding what we do. That's what we do. To be honest, I think most of the world understands those terms, and they're almost transcended our business. It's transcended our business. It's what it is. People know what we are. We talk about it. We're not insulting anybody's intelligence. We're an art form, absolutely an art form that captures people's emotions. We don't take ourselves as seriously as most other people take us. It was all a part of trying to capture that and say, if you've watch this, and hopefully we honor what you love. If you've never watched this, watch this. We'll explain to you what we are. That was the attempt. Then it says WWE's choice to break the fourth wall has stirred some debate, but it shows the company's focus on involving its storytelling while still honoring its traditions. Time will tell if this change connects with fans in the long run, but Triple H certainly felt it was necessary. Okay, the fourth wall was broken a long time ago when Vince came out and said, we're not insulting your intelligence. No, it's no longer about superheroes and eating your vitamins. Okay? But they still tried to keep kayfabe throughout the 90s. Then all of a sudden, it's the Netflix era. And if you remember, if you watch my episode 1, season 3 that just came out, he talks about, Triple H talks about, it's not traditional. It's not your wrestling anymore, old dudes. I am only going to make money if I let the kids do what they want to do. And that's, like he said, we don't take it as serious as the fans do. We don't care if you see us hang out at a restaurant after a match and we just had a cage match. We don't care about that at all, because it's not about that. It's about a brand, and it's about being a TV show. It's about the Netflix era. So people don't have to complain anymore. Why they're complaining about the fourth wall being taken down and Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson coming out and going, yeah, I own the company, or I own most of it, and yeah, I can do what I want to do, because they don't care. Triple H just told you, we don't care. We don't take it as serious as other people. The old guard is gone. This is about us. I find it interesting they needed the old guard for the Netflix show. And Conan's podcast made an excellent point today. When you get, now that the Netflix execs won't be there moving forward, let's see what you get. Do you get the same old, or do they always feel they got to bring back nostalgia? Who knows? But the point is, the Netflix era, people always used to say wrestling isn't fake, it's controlled, it hurts, it does this, it does that. It's fake. And I'm in the business. Triple H is telling you that's what it is. I'm telling you the inside lingo. We want everybody to know it. We feel it's going to move the product. Why? Because our current roster does not want to keep kayfabe anymore. Our current roster doesn't want to follow the old guard. Our current roster wants to do whatever they want to do and do it. I bet you, and we've talked about this before, they may not even know a lot about wrestling, because it's not about that. It's about all the women. Once again, TNA, they all look the same. They all got the same straps under their cracks. Everybody's interchangeable. There's very few women that can actually wrestle that aren't used as objects. The guys are all interchangeable. There's very few that have a personality, because it's not about that anymore. It's the Netflix era, baby. It's all about the branding. I can change a storyline whenever I want. I'm The Rock. I'm a heel. Now I'm a face. My daughter's a manager. It doesn't matter. I come out with the people's belt. I tell Cody, you're great. We hug. We have a drink together. I make fun of Mama Rhodes again, and we have fun. And then 6 months from now, I'll run in and hit him with a chair and make you think I'm a heel again. It doesn't matter. And Triple H just told you. So, with that being said, the meme with him holding his hair and being nutso, it doesn't matter. If he still wanted to keep kayfabe and wanted to keep it, as he said, the way the old dudes want it, then he would be frustrated with The Rock coming in and killing the last year's storyline. But it doesn't matter, because he's okay exposing the rest of the language and letting everybody in. And like I showed you, you got people who are dating and they post in work names, who's dating whom and all that. So once again, it's the Netflix era. Mark it down on your calendar. Everybody was wondering when the true change in wrestling would happen again, right? You had the 50s, you had Gorgeous George, 50s into 60s. You had Andre the Giant. You had the Bruno Sammartino in the 70s with superstar Billy Graham. Harley Race. Then you went into the golden age of Hulk Hogan in the 80s. You had the Attitude Era in the NWO in the 90s. John Cena, Kurt Angle, and the rest of them in the 2000s. And around that 2015 era, after Finn Balor took over, it kind of went into purgatory until when? Now, the Netflix era. And I mean all respect. All respect, if I can, when I say it's fake. But they're coming out and telling you it's fake. That's what he's saying. I just wanted to get that off my chest and share that with you. Hey, Thanks for sticking around. Check me out on Spotify, YouTube, and Facebook. The Good, the Bad, and the Wrestling of Tony James podcast. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. But you can come back later and check me out. God is good, and we'll see you at the matches.
Have mercy.